In this film, we're going to show you how you can reduce the draft coming through an external or internal door. You can start by fitting a door brush. It's suitable for internal and external hinged or sliding doors and will draft-proof gaps of up to 15mm. To fit, measure the width of the door. Slide the brush insert from its housing, mark the housing to the width of the door and cut it to size using a junior hacksaw. Now use a pair of pliers to cut the brush insert to the same width. Make sure that the brush insert housing stays crimped, or the bristles may fall out. Slide the brush insert back into the main housing. If the brush feels slightly loose, then bend the brush slightly in an arc upwards towards the carrier before sliding it back into place to ensure a tight fit, and attach each end with super glue. The door brush can then be fitted to the door by its self-adhesive strip. Check that the gap is covered and that the door opens. You want to create a tight seal between the bottom of the door and the floor surface, but for it not to be so tight that the brush drags along the floor. To draft-proof the sides and the top of the door, you can use a draft-proofing set as a good long-term solution. You can get around the door seals to fit gaps from 1mm through to 10mm. Always check the size of the gap before you buy. First, measure the top inside width of the door frame. Mark up the short length of the door set to this size. Position your marks so that you need to cut half the required amount from each end. This will keep the fixings evenly spaced. Then cut it at each end using a junior hacksaw and file the cut ends smooth. Then hold the short strip along the top of the door frame. As a guide to the pressure required, the outside thick part of the strip should be approximately 4mm away from the surface of the door, all along its length. And the thin edge of the rubber strip is pressing on the door all along its length. Mark the fixing position with a bradawl. Open the door and fix the strip using the fixings provided. The side strips can now be cut and fitted. Before you make any cuts, inspect the side strips. One has a curly rubber seal and the other has a longer, straight rubber seal. The strip with the straight seal should be fitted to the door frame at the unhinged side of the door. Measure from the top of the inside of the door frame to the top of the threshold. Cut the side strip to this length. Cut notches in the top of the strip so that the corner detail provides an efficient seal. Then position and fix the side strip in the same way that you fixed the top strip. Repeat the process for the other side strip. And that's it. The top and sides are draft proof. To draft proof your letterbox, fit a letterbox seal. To start, offer the letterbox seal up to the inside of the letterbox opening. Mark the fixing points. Use a bradawl to make a pilot hole at each fixing point and fix the seal using the screws provided. Fit a keyhole cover like this to help cut down that last bit of draft. If you have UPVC doors and your seal needs replacing, you can buy a rubber replacement seal that you push in. See part 2 of this film to find out how to draft-proof windows. For more ideas and know-how, visit DIY.com.